Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Jackson. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Gross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So you look at this defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. Off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 33 yards that time. It's a great throw right there. It really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less luck.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Griffin. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Patton. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Thompson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them. Up
the middle they go. It's Thompson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Griffin. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Here's Griffin to throw. And a pitch and catch caught by McDonald. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on third down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Ford. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Second down and 6 now. Out of the gun, Griffin. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. And Jackson throwing once more. Throw left side complete. That's Gross. And they'll have it in the red zone. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Again, they turn to 4th. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. And he whips that one incomplete there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 30. $87. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense. On the field at this point. They just gave up another 1st down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Thompson between the tackles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15 and spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They give it here to Thompson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off to Thompson, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They run it here with Thompson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So So they got the turnover, started a great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Third down and 6. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gross.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Jackson now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one. No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too. Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This is Ford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is. But I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear. On 1st down, it's Patton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton, and he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely. Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive. Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They run with Ford.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing is Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They run a draw here on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Forced out to his left. Again, that's Watkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.